Alright guys, welcome back to Spring of Sorrow Week 1. We've got this very annoying Iron Fist. So I'm going to use the hashtag medium and defensive utility. I'm going to use Captain America Infinity War. There's I am root. So you're going to be rooted, encroaching root. Pressure gauge is very annoying. You have to block hits to lower the counter. Hitting him increases the counter. If you hit him too many times, you take burst damage. Ebb and flow heavy, so you have to throw heavies in order to do damage. He cannot get any buffs or debuffs on him. Blocking his specials is going to give you extra block proficiency with a bulwark, and you're going to gain power on the block. So there are lots of things to focus on in this fight, and champions like Captain America Infinity War that can take a bunch of hits are going to be like the most helpful, in my opinion, here, because you need to take a ton of hits on the block, and someone who can tank those like Captain America Infinity War, that is what it's going to do for you here. So you can see right here, if I take too many blocked hits, then it goes down, the timer goes down to 0, or the counter goes down to 0, and I lose all my power. So you have to throw a heavy. So you either have to bait specials. Every time he throws a special, you're going to be rooted. You want to block those in order to get the bulwarks, and you have to manage the timer or the counter on the top left, right? If you do too many hits, like you can't even do two sets of combos. You can only do a few hits at a time, and it's almost like you're just building up power on the block. And then countering his specials with the heavy and your specials. So here, like, I'll build to a special 2, then I'm going to use my striker to get an opening and knock heavy first in order to give me room, and then I'm going to drop the special 3. Obviously, I'd love to drop the special 2, but you're trying to manage a whole bunch of different things here, because there's the root to deal with, there's countering his heavy. Some champions are easier than others to counter his heavy with your heavy. It's easier when you're rooted, actually, in order to get a free opening for, or even after a special here, it's much easier to then do the heavy counter off of his heavy. Some champions have a much closer range, or a much longer range, but you can see what I do there is from far away there, I get a nice little heavy into special 2, big crit. You also get a big cruelty every time you do knock him down with the heavy. So you can see there that special 1 didn't really do too much, but here I'm going to go ahead and heavy counter after his special, and that's going to remove the protection, and then I can get some hits in. But I have to be really careful. I'm basically, every time I do a few hits, take a few hits on the block, do a few hits on the block. And if you can get some, like there, like I built up to special 2, and then nice little intercept there. So it's a lot of balancing this stuff out. Some champions are going to be much easier for this than others, but I found this was like, I tried a few times with other champions and got nowhere trying some of the other objectives. Then I realized that I had Cap Infinity War. I happen to have him as a dupe 7-star, but he's not high sig. Not that the sig won't really matter too much here, because you can't put on any of his debuffs anyway. But I'm sure a high rank 6-star will also do really well. This is only a rank 1. It is not a rank 2 7-star. But it is duped. I did get lucky out of the, I think, the loyalty, or out of the incursions crystal twice. So, yeah, we do manage to get this one down with a solo, but again, there's no reward for a solo here. If you have to use a reviver too, that is not the end of the world. If I was doing one of these, I've some other fights, I was just waiting to see if I could get 50 or 60% done, and then I will just use a revive to finish off. If I get even more, that's great, but I don't. I just want to make sure I can get it done. So hopefully that helped you out, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.